Hey, how's it going? This is Justin Nickelsen with Nickelsen Home Inspections. I wanted to talk about the use of an inspector besides a real estate transaction, and I want to use an example that recently came up with my wife regarding the roof at our house. A couple months back, a roofer came to the house while I wasn't there and offered to do a free inspection of the roof, and if he was able to do a free inspection of the roof, that we would get some sort of a gift card. So she let him look at the roof, and I'm not sure if she got the gift card or not, to be honest with you, but he gave her a bid for the replacement of the roof. It needed to be replaced immediately. It was leaking, and it was a serious issue that needed to be handled right now. Well, I kind of chuckled when I got that, and was too busy to file any kind of a complaint against the company. I know that my roof doesn't leak. Over the years, I've maintained my roof meticulously. I treat it for moss 4 times a year. You'll note I've never seen moss on my roof. I spot seal it. It's never leaked. I've checked it several times. It does not leak. And so while the roof is older and is by no means in perfect condition, it's in pretty darn good condition for a roof of that age. And it kind of made me wonder, how much money is moved from one person and one party to another on a daily basis in this country on essentially what I'll call truth manipulation. Whether it's the sale of a car or repairs that need to be done on a home, or the replacement of things that need to be replaced on a home. How much money moves on a daily basis because reality is twisted, it's warped. Truth is not, on the forefront of the salesperson's mind when selling a product or a service. People have a home inspection done by a home inspector when they're purchasing a home, in part because they recognize that an inspector is not biased. We are an unbiased third-party assessor who has no vested interest in the sale of the home. If you buy the house, that doesn't make a difference to us. If you don't buy the house, it doesn't make a difference to us. Now granted, if someone wants their house, I do sometimes feel bad telling them adverse information about it, but it's my job. That's my job, So if you want the house after I've given you the information, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a stake in it one way or the other. If you don't buy it, you don't buy it. Maybe you'll have me do another inspection. I don't know. I'm also not there to garnish more work, which is why, at least at first, people usually won't have a heating contractor and a plumber and a roofer and a siding contractor and a structural engineer and, etc. come to the home to evaluate all those separate components. That doesn't mean that a contractor isn't valuable. Obviously, I used to be a contractor. I thought that what I did was valuable. And I'm sure that all contractors contracting think that what they're doing is valuable. That's beside the point. You don't have people with a vested interest come to your home when you're having a home inspection because you recognize that you may not get the best information from somebody who has a stake in something other than telling you the truth. My job as an inspector is to tell you the truth. That's it. You buy the house or not, doesn't make a difference to me. As I like to say sometimes, if the house is upside down and on fire, and I've written a report and I've communicated that information to you, and you understand that the house is upside down and on fire, purchase the house. It doesn't make a difference to me. I'm not there to give you a bid to turn the house right side up. I'm not there to give you a bid to put out the fire. That's not my job. My job is to communicate information to my clients efficiently. That's it. So I think that most people recognize that there is a conflict of interest at the time of a transaction in having contractors come to the home, at least at first. You know, after we've done an inspection, it's common to have a specialist come in after the generalist. The home inspector is a generalist. And that's fine, because the inspector has told you that there is this problem, there is this concern, and then it may warrant having somebody who specializes in that particular area come in and give you a bid on the work. But that logic doesn't seem to transfer, I've noticed, to things outside of the real estate transaction. Go back to our roof. How many people would fall for that gimmick? I'm here to look at your roof. I'll look at it for free. Here's a gift card for letting me look at it. By the way, you have a bunch of leaks. It needs to be replaced. It needs to be replaced immediately. Well, can you repair it? No, it really needs to be replaced. $6,500? $7,000? How many people fall for that on a daily basis? It kind of begs the question as to whether or not more people, and some people do, but whether or not more people should utilize a home inspector outside of a real estate transaction. When we get people that want us to look at various issues, I tend to specialize in water and moisture intrusion issues, among other things. So I get a lot of work where people want me to, evaluate the, some crawl space issues, or they have a leak and they can't figure out where it's coming from. I've even worked numerous times for insurance companies and contractors themselves who couldn't figure out where a leak was coming from and wanted me to come in and make those determinations. So we do some work outside of real estate transactions, obviously, but it could be utilized more. If you have a contractor come to your home and you're not 100% sure as to whether or not what they're recommending is necessary or accurate, maybe you should give a home inspector a call. They're able to look at your roof and maybe help you determine whether or not a replacement is necessary right now, or whether or not some work could be done to prevent having to replace the roof right now. Maybe in a few years you would be prepared to replace the roof, but you're not ready to do it right now, and you don't know whether or not it's necessary. I see this type of thing, this type of tactic all the time, and it really bothers me, which is probably why I'm not a very good salesperson. I was watching I was doing a course, a continuing education course yesterday, where a contractor was doing a presentation on tankless water heaters, and went on and on and on about how, yes, tankless water heaters cost 2 or 3 times the amount of money as a traditional tank water heater, but the new water heaters only last 4 to 6 years. Oh, they only last 4 to 6 years. And he used words like explosion and leaks and all of this language. And I'm like, we inspect 1,200, 1,300 or more inspections a year, and I don't see, this problem that he's talking about where water heaters are only lasting 4 to 6 years. But when you're knocking on someone's door and you have a stake in the sale of a product, a tankless water heater, you're going to maybe use that tactic. I got a problem with that. I really do. I don't like that type of thing when it happens to me or my family. I don't like seeing that happen to my clients. I don't like seeing that happen to the public as a whole. So if you run into a situation where, you know, you're not quite sure whether or not maybe you've had a contractor already come to the home and they've offered you information and you want to just make sure that it's licit, that it's valid, give your inspector a call. If you're in our area, give us a call. We'd be happy to make an arrangement and come and look at it. You know, if we're local and we come and look at a roof just by itself, it really doesn't cost that much money. And certainly, if you've been told that you need to replace your roof, which could cost you, you know, depending on the size of the home, $5,000, $7,000, $9,000, $12,000, you could be saving literally thousands of dollars by having an unbiased person come and assess the condition of it. Or maybe you're not sure yet. Maybe you've, you have some concerns about the crawl space, or you have some concerns about the heating system, or you have some concerns about the siding, or concerns about your windows or the roof. You haven't called a contractor yet. Maybe have an inspector come first. Maybe the inspector could help guide you in terms of what's crucial, what isn't, whether something needs to be repaired or replaced. That's our job. We're able to help you with that. So just some thoughts. You know, the general public could utilize inspectors more, because it could save you a lot of time, money, and hassle to know whether or not what a contractor is offering you is warranted. So those are my thoughts. If you'd like to get a hold of us, you can reach us at 360-907-9648, or in Oregon, 503-502-1495. And you can find us at nickelsenhomeinspections.com. Have a good day.